Hello, guys. I'm Ashley Anderson.
I am Jacqueline Sargent. Welcome to the Skinsider,
our new podcast,
where we are going to be bringing you guys all things skin on our podcast. We have a motto in our med spa that we want you to love your skin. So that is going to be the basis for this podcast as well. We are going to bring you the same fundamentals that we bring to our patients daily in our medical spa, Skin Deep Naples in Naples, Florida.
We're also going to go dive into some of the behind the scenes, give you some funny stories. We will read something at the end of each episode from the Reddit. We will also have a buzzword throughout our episode. As you can see, we have some signature cocktails here. They are a Skinsider spicy margarita.
Get it? Skinsider.
And in the ingredients, we have the mezcal. There is a muddled cucumber, muddled jalapeno, fresh mint, and a little Topo Chico.
They are good. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, made a good sound. So we also had a really fun idea our producers came up with. So we're going to have a buzzword on each episode. And every single time we say it, they're going to press a buzzer and then we have to drink. And the buzzword is, don't press it because I have to just say what it is. It's So we invite you to play along with us. If you say, then take a sip. If we say, take a sip and just kick back and relax because this is going to be some fun. I think.
Absolutely.
We think we're fun. We hope you think we're fun.
We'd like to give you a little bit of background story on the both of us. Jacqueline and I.
I didn't even hear that. Do I have to drink if you say it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good. I didn't even hear that. God, they're good.
Yeah.
They're on tip-top shape. They have had non-Skinsider margaritas. Okay.
We were not really friends. We were acquaintances. We kind of hung out in the same group of friends. Mm-hmm. And Jacqueline was aware of what services I offered and that I was an esthetician. And they were missing that little lash artist in Skin Deep Med Spa and asked me to come along. And I rented a space from Skin Deep.
But I feel like it's worth noting that first she said no. She said no at first.
Oh,
she said no at first, yeah. I kept trying.
Yeah.
She was like,
say no, because I just recently moved into a new salon suite. And there we go. I did it myself. I said, oh my God. But after some convincing,
she came on board.
I did come on board. And Mary Ellen was the owner at the time of Skin Deep.
Yes.
And I just remember saying to her one day, if she ever wanted to sell, please come to me and let me know. I'd be interested. And then, drum roll.
Yeah. So I was already working there for 3 years before. Oh my God, these people are sharp, you guys. These people are sharp.
It's good and not good.
This is not good. Uber home, everybody. Uber home. So I was working there for 3 years, and then we started talking about possibly purchasing the business. And, I had been there for a long time. I really loved it there. To me, it was like my little home. I was happy there, comfortable there. I had a great client base, great patient base, and I just felt like, I could really carry this on. I felt like I had the confidence to do it, but also to build it up into something bigger than what it was. But I knew that with Ashley, I would have the ability to build it into something even bigger, because one of the best parts about us is how different we are. Her strengths are my weaknesses and vice versa. So we've been playing off of each other now for the past 4 years, and we have really grown it into something. I mean, we purchased it in March 1st of 2020. So obviously, what happened in the world.
3 weeks later.
Yeah, 3 weeks later, we were completely shut down. Yes. So the entire world shut down. Everybody was panicked. And here we were, these new owners. And the previous owner was like, bye. We were like, is there a return on this? Oh my God.
And we also opened up a bank account with $50. No, 100
each, because it was 100.
It was $50
$50 each.
And we put $100 in there, and that's how we rolled.
And then the very first year, so we were open for about 1 full year, and we ended up winning Best Med Spa in Gulf Shore Life, which is a local magazine that gives out awards every year. And that first year, I was like, whoa, this is like a fluke. Like, I just felt like, how did we pull this off? Yeah. Like, how did we do that? I mean, it was so shocking. And then we won the second year. And then we won the third year. And finally, I think like after that, it probably took us like that long to really find our footing, figure out what we were doing, like really become actual good business owners. And we're still learning that every day. And I think that's such a cool part of this podcast. Like, we are going to have such a cool lineup for you guys in the next coming weeks, you know, between different topics we're going to discuss, but also bringing in, you know, different business owners to kind of get that inside scoop of what running a business really is, as well as talking about all things skin. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I agree. It'll be fun and very educational and entertaining. Like
buzz. I heard a buzzword.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Okay. If I'm going down, I just can't go down alone. Like, I got to take you down with me.
That's fine.
Okay. We're partners, right?
I'll be drinking water after this.
Yeah. I always say that Ashley was my first marriage.
Yes.
My husband was my second. She's my first.
So yeah,
I mean, I feel like out of solidarity now, I'm just going to take a sip with you, just like.
Where could we go from there? The challenges that we've had along the way as new business owners. Learning how to manage people. I might as well just sit here with a long straw, and just like connect it to me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll help you out.
And I'm gonna like take small sips from
I'll
not big ones, because that's strong. Oh, by the way, I can't talk about how expensive my margaritas were. I want to, but I can't.
Okay. All right. So the challenges, that's been interesting to navigate. I think also, like, when you go from being a service provider to a business owner, there's a huge
well, you wear multiple hats. I'll help you. We're a team.
I'm giving myself laugh lines. You're aging me.
Okay. It has been a little bit of a challenge. We still are learning. You do wear so many hats as a business owner, and you may even just get stuck in a rut.
Yeah, I think so too. I think also, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by our buzzer, I think that you, as a service provider, are so used to people come in, they have a problem, they want you to fix it. It's our job to go in and just fix it for them. But managing staff is probably, I would say, the biggest hurdle of all. Like, also
dealing with Comcast.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to redact that, because we will get sued, we will get canceled. But we actually like. Yeah. Like, every year on her birthday, my birthday wish for her is like, thank you for being the one who deals with Comcast. Like, that is the thing I'm the most appreciative for. Wait, there's one other one that look like lately we've hated. Okay, we're gonna pivot off of this before we do get canceled. So I would say, like, I think just having to, navigate being a business owner while everything was shut down, while we were still trying to figure out, what was going on with our own families, our community, our friends, everything. I mean, that just was a tough transition period. And
it definitely was.
Yeah. And then we ended up still being here and being successful. But
we also had a guardian angel during that time, though.
We did. I think we did. But, I think that as you learn and grow, I think every year we become stronger. Yes. And I mean, here we are 4 years later with a podcast.
Finally starting the podcast that we said we were going to start in the beginning 4 years ago.
She's always wanted a podcast.
She's so upset about it.
I know. Well, tell them about you painting rocks. Your first marketing idea.
Well, my first marketing idea, that's why I needed that.
I wish we could turn the cameras around and you guys could see the producers, because they're having way more fun with this than we are. I can tell you that.
I wanted to paint rocks, and place them around places so that said Skin Deep Naples, and people would see them. And it was just at the time where people were actually placing rocks of like encouraging words and nice things to people, because it was a time of COVID where there was
this
a
was
lot
your
going
marketing
on.
idea. This was not like Corinthians, whatever.
It was free. We couldn't afford anything at the time. So let's paint a rock and place it somewhere.
And then some woman came into our office one day carrying this rock, and she's like, I found this, and I think she said it, not me. I have to use direct quotations, or else it's not a quote.
By the way, the rocks are still out there.
Yeah, some of them are still out there. Some have found their way back. Yeah, this woman came in and said, blank, I think this belongs to you. And I'm like, well, what is it? And I go and I take it from her, and it's an actual rock. And I'm like, Ashley, I'm going to kill you, because she didn't tell me that she was actually really painting the rocks. But like, what did you do? Go to Michael's? They probably think you had like a 7-year-old at home. Did you really like go and buy the paint?
The rocks, to be honest with you.
Not the rocks. That's outside. Where'd you get the paint and like the paint?
Oh, it's Joy Fabrics. It's like my favorite place to go. Oh yeah, I love arts and crafts.
We know where you got the rocks.
No, actually, those may have been ordered from Amazon. Because during COVID, you could. My friend ordered the rocks. I didn't order the rocks. And I went over her house and we painted rocks. So it was a bad idea. I'll never live down the rock painting ever again.
But now that I know that you got them off,
yeah, because they would sell packs of rocks. I know, I'm crying.
This is why Amazon, they're bajillionaires. They're out here selling rocks, and this girl's buying them. They were whoever was the account manager
were leaving them around.
Let me tell you something. I need to tell my brother-in-law this. My husband's an identical twin, and my brother-in-law works for Amazon, like actual Amazon, like in their like big corporate building in Seattle, and he's one of their like account managers. Like, I want to get feedback. I want to ask him. I need to like bring him on this podcast. No, I need to like bring him on this podcast because I want to ask him like
how many stacks of rocks.
Who the account manager is for the rocks, because he was probably like, what? I'm not even gonna say it. In Naples, Florida, bought rocks.
I did.
We did. I didn't even see it come out of the business account, but we bought rocks.
No, it was not out of ours. My friend bought them. I told you my friend bought the rocks.
Whatever. I was lost in the fact that it came from Amazon. I'm taking a sip just because she bought rocks on Amazon.
Oh, man. Okay, well.
Another fun thing we're going to do at the end of every episode is we're going to read a comment, or what is it called? Like a thread? A Reddit thread? What are they called? Reddit threads? Okay. So we're going to read a Reddit thread.
You can tell I don't know much about the internet and everything.
Yeah, no, I thought Reddit was like Twitter. And then we're going to answer it, like based on what we would... Is it?
I mean...
Like people like answer back?
I would think, yeah. People do respond back to their... They like give their
someone asks a question and people respond back? Okay, cool. So yeah, we're going to respond how we would answer it. It's going to be like crazy med spa stories or med spa experiences or anything like that. If you guys have anything...
But also, if you do have anything that you want to ask us, question-wise, submit it. Also, don't forget to follow our Instagram.
We have a podcast.
Like, follow, subscribe, share, do it all. But we might have a giveaway once a month, too.
Mm-hmm. That could be fun. Like, what kind of giveaway?
Let us know. What do people want?
They're going to want the entire... They're going to want, like, free bow ties. They want the whole med spa.
Maybe we could raffle off, like, 10 units.
This isn't even making it to the bloopers. Because this is not happening. This is just not happening. It is 100% not happening. No.
Okay, we'll find out a good thing to raffle. We'll think of something.
The rocks. The bag of rocks.
Yes,
that you probably still have.
We'll start with the rocks.
Do you still have them?
No, I don't. I never bought the bag of rocks. They were someone else's,
know, but
and I just took like 5 of them
to.
And painted them.
Can I know who the friend is?
Yeah, Krista. I knew you were gonna laugh.
Okay, so one of the things we've already done in our office is we've already implemented a Skinsider, which we kind of produce almost like an informational,
So Jacqueline just realized that.
Yeah, that buzzword is because we're getting buzzed.
It's because you're getting buzzed. That's what a buzzword is.
I just came to.
But back to the Skinsider.
Yes.
So our monthly specials we have created on our Skinsider. The whole idea behind the Skinsider was to be like a magazine cover. We wanted to have a volume. Every month had a different volume.
Yes. Okay.
We
have to keep picking up because this is just not going well.
Mm-mm.
We have to take turns. So it's informative. It's not just the monthly specials because, oh my God! Because we know that not all of you will live here, but if you cannot partake in the specials, maybe you can if it's a product sale or something like that. But it really comes down to, these are our specials, but this is information about what that service or that product is, because we want to go deeper than that. We want you to know, is this for you? And kind of over the course of the next couple of podcasts, other things we are going to talk about other than products are going to be services and things like that, because we want you to know what is best for you. If you live in Denver, Colorado, and we're talking about something that we offer, we want you to be able to go and ask your provider if they have it or what is going to be best for them based on the information that we are giving you. And we do have a lot of people that come to us that live out of state. So it is good for them to kind of get that information behind it. So maybe it's a monthly special in July. They could always buy and bank it with us, but they could also go elsewhere and ask their provider up north if they offer it and go from there.
Absolutely. So it is...
At this point, we hear it before you guys even hear it.
Yeah. We call ourselves out.
Okay. All right, Ashley, hit me with a crazy med spa story, or Reddit story. Go.
On it. At my first visit to a med spa, the esthetician tried to push the spa's products on me and then seemed upset when I declined. Has anyone else had this experience? Would you go back? Okay. I treated myself to a hydrofacial this week. It was my first ever facial and big expense for me, and I was glad I did it. I have a lot of generalized anxiety, but the esthetician was nice, took her time, and I felt like I've gotten a great and worthwhile experience. Mm-hmm. I knew the spa sold their own product line, which wasn't an immediate deterrent. I generally stick to the brands I know, though. At the end of the facial, when I went to pay, the SD lined up the products she recommended for me. A cleanser, $30. Clay mask, $40. Glycolic pads, $55. And niacinamide serum, niacinamide serum.
We'll edit that back in.
$69. When I declined it, I felt all the warmth of the visit suddenly evaporated. The esthetician walked back to her station mid-transaction and left someone else to ring me out. I feel bummed, as I was looking forward to going back again, but left feeling awkward and like I hadn't held up my end of the service. Should I plan on going back and just being that non-product buying customer, or is this not a universal spa experience and I may feel more comfortable elsewhere? I generally don't know, so I would love to hear from others who have been to spas.
Okay. That's a tricky one because I'm a med spa owner, but I have to say I do agree with the consumer on this one because for a couple of different reasons. So I'll dive in. So first being, I actually do not believe in someone walking out the door with multiple products at once. I know that sounds like a terrible business owner idea. Yeah, I mean,
approach.
It is, because I think when this person who wrote this described having already pretty much a lineup of what they use. Like they're saying, I have the products that I use that I like. That means you already have a routine. You're not starting from scratch. So when you're not starting from scratch, we want to build in things slowly over time. You want to try one new thing at a time.
Introducing new things.
Absolutely. It's better for your skin. I mean, we forget that the skin is an organ. It's our largest organ. You know, you wouldn't take 16 new medications at once. You don't know what's working versus not working. It's the same exact thing with skin. If we send you out the door with 7 new products, we have no idea what is working versus what is not working. That's really hard to then tailor it back down. Plus, the patient, the client, the consumer, whatever, becomes very overwhelmed. They leave it all sitting on their vanity. They don't really know how to use it. Yeah, and that's a big problem because skincare only works if you use it. If you don't know how to use it, you don't feel confident in using it, it's going to sit there. I get it with this esthetician because a lot of them make commission. She probably felt like, you know, she had sales goals or she had things that she had to hit. But I think that you have to respect, you know, people's budgets. You have to respect the fact that some people might have very sensitive skin or are new to a skincare journey, and you have to just kind of really slowly introduce them to those types of things. Plus, the second you're pushing your sales on someone, you make them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I don't think that that's fair, right?
I also think, though, Skin Deep, we don't push. We're not a product pusher. Like,
no, it's pointless.
We take a very nice approach with it because we don't want to be pushed when we go places. So I think like we take that into consideration on how we feel when we go other places.
I agree. I think every business, like, you treat the consumer the way you would treat yourself. Like, I try and treat everyone's wallet how I would treat my own wallet, how I would want, you know, my friends or family to be treated when they go into a medical spa, like, or anywhere else. I mean, I think all businesses should operate that way. And I don't agree in the pushing for, you know, a lot of different reasons. I just don't. I don't think it's a good move.
But what if the girl led her on and was asking her questions about the product?
Well, asking questions is good. That's a good thing. I mean, it's good to be asking questions. It's good to be curious. It's good to know what else is out there, especially if you're not using medical grade skincare. I mean, I agree with asking the questions and getting that. You know, what she really should have done was give her some samples of some things to try, or walk her through, or say, hey, look, what are you using? Walk me through your routine. Okay, well, how does your skin feel after you wash your face? Does it feel too tight? Okay, that means it's disturbing the pH balance of your skin. Let's just get you on different cleansers, see if that works. She should have kind of led her that way. But also, to change your demeanor based on what someone is spending, I think is going to always give that negative experience.
I would be turned off.
I would be too.
My provider walked away from the transaction because I've chose not to get the products.
I agree. It doesn't matter how many zeros are in your transaction.
Yeah.
To determine how you treat that particular person.
Because she could have ruined it, and the girl may not ever come back.
Right.
You know, after that, I probably wouldn't go back because I would not want to be with someone that felt that way.
I agree. And I think as you build that relationship with your patients, as they become more trusting of you, your abilities, your skill set, they're going to be more inclined to trust what you have to say. This was the first meeting.
Yeah.
They had never interacted with each other before. So I do feel like she was kind of pushed into an uncomfortable situation. I mean, in terms of giving your products to someone else to ring up, I mean, I don't think that's Robbie. I don't ring up my own products.
We should.
I mean, that's why that pays someone to do it. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm taking on the next person. You got to move. You got to go. I mean, but I do walk them through it, and you know, I'll write down how to use it and send them on their way. But I usually send them to the front, but then I go. But I think her describing that the warmth changed out of the experience is the problem. Yeah, your experience.
So I would like to just fill you guys all in on my experience today with these margaritas that I had.
Tell us more.
Professionally made. So,
Stick around for the bloopers.
These are the most expensive margaritas you will ever drink.
The bloopers might be better than the actual podcast.
Just to let you all know that I spent $190 on, I don't even know how many ounces it is, but these two little baby jugs. And because I chose the mezcal to be put in them, and you put 5 shots.
Did you make it?
No, the guy made it. These are the jugs.
I meant the mezcal.
And they were $17.50 per shot. So there's 5 shots of mezcal in here at $17.50. And I spent $190 on 2 of these little guys.
I told her that for 1 sip, we better be drunk for a week.
Yeah. These are going to be like little 24 karat gold pieces floating in there.
What was that?
Well, but at the end of the day, we're trying to get sponsored for some margaritas. any takers, anyone wants to sponsor us, let us know. We can have a signature cocktail on your menu.
The Skinsider margarita by the rights.
Yes.
You may have it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And we'll give it to you.
And, yeah. So, here we are. Cheers to the 190.
So walk us through, how did you get there? How did you spend $190 on margaritas?
I think there was some confusion. Originally, my main bartender there at one of our favorite places that we like to go, but until they sponsor us, we won't say their name. So he wasn't there, but yesterday when I went for a trial run, he told me that he would have a 32 ounces of pre-made margarita Skinsider with the recipe and everything in it.
Yeah. Okay.
Today I go there to pick it up, of course, running late, and they're not there. It's not made. Nothing's there. And the bartender is there, and I'm like, this is not going to turn out good because he doesn't even know what's happening. I already had a conversation with the other bartender, told him everything that was going on, what I needed. It just wasn't there. So I just prayed, hope for the best. At the end of it, he handed me my receipt, and it said 190, and I was like, wait, there's a mistake.
To be fair, you did do the test runs to make this margarita. Like, are you sure you were clear on what the expectation was?
So clear, it was not even funny. We even sent an email. So so we got these little guys here for 190 when I could have went and bought everybody a bigger bottle of alcohol for that kind of money.
Yeah. We could have taken everybody to like the Ritz for dinner.
We could have. We could have. Like, that was the worst 190 I've ever spent.
I know for the fifth time you're going to tell me that you didn't buy the rocks, but I just can't help but think that was the worst financial decision.
So, yeah. Well, you learn. You just learn.
True. You do.
You just learn what's a good investment and what's not a good investment as time goes on.
Business 101.
Absolutely. Business 101. It's not easy, but hey, it takes a strong person to do it.
Yeah. But if you enjoyed today, continue listening to us. And we have a lot of really good, fun podcast episodes lined up. Some topics. We have podcast number 2, what's going to be our buzzword? Because if it is I'm walking out of here. So if you liked today, we invite you.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed it. Keep listening. That was an not an I got better. That doesn't count. I was just giving an example. So if you liked today, we invite you to keep listening with us. We have a lot of really fun podcast episodes coming up in the next couple of weeks. We're going to be delving into why there's an increase in dentists doing Botox and why they are now traveling into the aesthetic field. We're going to be talking about vitamin C's. Why do you need them? National Vitamin C Day is coming up. That's on April 4th. So there's a lot of buzz and hype about that. People are starting to ask us, do I need one? Which one is best for my skin? We're going to give you an entire rundown on that. We are going to talk more about our background, our story, and then we're also going to bring on reps from a lot of the different lines that we carry, the machines and lasers that we carry. You're going to get a chance to write into us, ask us your questions, tell us things that you want to hear, what you want to see us talking about. We'd love to get that feedback and deliver that to you in real time. I think that would be a lot of fun. And then at the end of every episode, you will be getting a Reddit story.
And just don't forget, listen to us weekly and love your skin.